What is up, everybody? Subjectivity here today. So we gotta talk about this post right here. I'm not even fully directing this at the guy who made this post, but this is the same sentiment that I've been saying from these Sony guys lately. That Xbox gear is just trash with first-party exclusives, which I admit it is very sparse on Xbox first-party titles, which that is very true this year, but. When the Sony guys be like, hey, we're eating good. Look at all these exclusives we got this year. And it's like, really? Really, dude? These amazing exclusives you have this year. Now, me as a multi-console owner, I will say both sides of the fence is pretty sparse in content, if we're being honest, on first-party stuff. That's why it's great that third-party companies exist, so you don't have to just play just only exclusives. But the sentiment that a lot of Sony guys, a lot of Sony fanboys like to make is just ridiculous when they talk about Sony's side of the first party games this year. So, like I said, this is not directed at this guy personally, but mostly to these Sony guys who are just bragging about this being the most amazing year ever for Sony when it's really not. Okay, so this is the post he made. PS5 gamers are just eating good this year. Whew, game after game after game. Now let's examine these games that he's bragging about. Gran Turismo 7, which is like most people, it's a popular franchise, like wrong, but most people are not playing this game. Like, it's a very niche. Sim racing games are such a niche genre. Like, most people buying this game is not gonna play this game. Let's be honest about that. Like, I don't like racing games like that unless it's like a kart racing game. So I'm at least honest with myself about that. Like, I don't like racing games unless it's like a Mario Kart or something like that. But a lot of people are capping for this Gran Turismo, the Gran Turismo series right here. So the next one, Ghostwire Tokyo. The game was very mid-average. I mean, it's an exclusive, I guess, but the game was very average. Horizon Forbidden West, one of the biggest PlayStation exclusives of this year. I haven't even bought it yet. I could wait for a $30 price point, a Black Friday deal, or whatever. It's not that important on my radar to pick up, to be honest. Enjoyed the first one, but this doesn't entice me enough to buy the second one at any shape or form at a rush. So I'll get to that when I get to it. I don't know what this is right here. Valkyrie. This is an RPG right here. I can't really tell. Valkyrie Elysium. I don't know what that is. Is people really talking about this game right here? It's just like another title people put on the list wars, to be honest. Sifu, a game people claim they like, but it's like another niche genre as well. It's like the genre of, like, I want to say Dark Souls, but like that whole, like, I think it's called roguelike, where you get killed, you gotta start the whole level over again from the very beginning. I don't like stuff like that, so to be honest, that's not my cup of tea either, those type of genres of games. Stray, which is funny because people are hyping up this game which you play as a cat, but I'm pretty sure if this was the Xbox exclusive game, this would be called all types of trash, all types of Game Pass fodder. It would be pretty much ridiculed, but because it has the Sony logo on it, it gets praise now, which is very interesting. Uncharted: The Legacy of Thieves Collection, a remaster of a game on PS4. The PS4 games, it's like, really? I don't get that. God of War Ragnarok. Okay, this is probably the only game I'm actually excited for at this entire list. So you got me 1 out of, what is this, 9 titles? You got me excited for 1 out of 9. Okay, I'm actually excited for this game. I get this day 1. Last of Us Part 1 remake. I'm just not seeing the hype for this game. This is a remake of a game that was remastered, of a game that came out not too long ago after that. Before that, so I'm just not getting it. People are saying like this they're really excited to play this remake of this game that was remastered, and they probably played the game multiple times already. It's not like you're gonna get something new with this. It's just, and I think a remake is giving us much more praise than we should be giving it, because we don't know like what's actually like being remade besides a few character models. Like what's really being redone with this one. So this whole list of people saying they're just eating so good this year, we're getting so many exclusives. I see possibly 1 and a maybe on a 2 that I'm actually caring about. So this whole exclusive thing is so subjective, to be honest, bro. Because it's kind of like people will brag about these Sony exclusives, like it's just so amazing, like they're just so amazing. But this year's kind of dry in general for first-party exclusive content, to be honest. But you know, if I make a statement like that, I'm just a hater or whatever, like an Xbox fanboy. But I have I have all the major consoles right now. If I were to play any of these games right now when they first released, I could play them. But I'm just not seeing this hype level that people are just claiming just to have for these games right here. It's like, because I know, like I said before, if Stray was Xbox exclusive, that game would be clowned, but people are actually hyping that game, which is very funny. And people are actually hyping up a remake of a remaster. Like, I love remasters when it has this time and place, or a remake. But this is like, this one don't make any sense to me. Like, it's just like a cheap cash grab, to be honest, because usually when they do remasters or remakes, it's for a game that's like a older title that's kind of like obsolete in graphics or obsolete in gameplay controls. But this gameplay is just fine. So on the PS4, so I don't see why I'm gonna want to rebuy this. But you know, the diehards are gonna rebuy this, but I'm just not seeing it. But like I said, 1 out of 9 titles that they claim to be sold, these first party, we're eating good this year type of titles. I'm only interested in 1. So you know, just my thoughts about this. But let's see what people got to say about this comment right here. Let's see. Okay, so this is Valkyrie Elysium. That's what that game I didn't know was. Okay. And I want to see the sales results. You know, I usually don't care about sales data on these games and how they sell, but I'm kind of curious because these Sony guys are like saying, "Hey, we're eating so good right now. We got so many good exclusives." I want to see you people actually buy these exclusives. To be honest, buy these and support these exclusives if they're so good, because I doubt a lot of these people are even gonna buy these games. To be honest, like the average person is probably gonna play Call of Duty, Fortnite, the usual casual stuff people are gonna support in droves, but they're not gonna buy into this nonsense these people are saying they're just eating so good with. So very happy with my PS5 with its exclusive games. That's good right there. Living in the best of timelines. Really? Like, I don't know. Maybe this video is gonna come out as a Debbie Downer or a hater, but I'm just not seeing it, bro. I'm really not seeing it. Are you on Sony's payroll? I don't know. A lot of these guys seem to be on Sony's payroll, but okay. Ponies are about to get game banged with these $7 remakes and DLCs. And that's the thing too, like that Last of Us remake. If that was like $30, sure, but they charge you a full $70, and then they have the nerve, the audacity to charge for $100 edition for some people going to buy that one as well. So I just don't get it. I'm just so lost. Maybe because I'm getting older. I just don't get it, bro. I don't get the whole appeal for the people just saying this year is so amazing for Sony's first party titles. I'm just not seeing it. The only one I really want is God of War Ragnarok. Other than that, it's pretty dry to me. And like I said before, this guy who made this post he's not a bad guy. I don't consider him a console fanboy. It's just the sentiment in general that I'm seeing from these guys in general over this, especially with the God of War Ragnarok announcement, the release date announcement. Just the amping up of people just hyping up this year's exclusives for Sony's first party titles, but it's not really that amazing, to be honest. Hashtag PlayStation got the games. People getting hyped for remakes, and that's another thing too. I don't understand that. Why are people getting hyped for remakes? Like a game that you probably played multiple times already. Like I'm not saying it. Like, sure, I watch a movie probably multiple times, but playing an entire game multiple times and paying full price at that for a game I played before, that's not going to change too much besides a character model changes. It's like I'm just not. I'm not getting it. LOL, so remasters are game of the year. LOL, I'm effing dead. Love how Elden Ring ain't there, but please let me play a cat game. Yeah. Again, that would be completely ridiculed if it was an Xbox exclusive game, but you know, it's a PlayStation title, so we're just eating good this year. Okay. Okay, so this is what he crossed out. Most of these said, okay, that's what he's interested in. As someone that literally owns a PS5, tweets like these annoy me so much because it's kind of like people are just sensationalizing what they're getting this year from Sony's first party titles. Like, you know, most of these games are not going to sell well. they're not gonna sell well. People aren't gonna buy these games. They're just using for some console list wars, to be honest. Like, let's be honest here. Like, most of you guys are not gonna buy most of these games here. You're saying like, hey, we're eating good this year, but you're not gonna play most of these games. You're just using for a stupid list war. They say, hey, PS5 is better than Xbox. Look at the exclusives we got. Meanwhile, you're not gonna play any of these or buy any of them. I'm a PS5 gamer. I look at this lineup and just laugh. It really isn't that great. Okay, so I'm not alone here. I'm not the only person who thinks this list is not that great. Like, to be honest, like, this isn't brag-worthy. This isn't brag-worthy whatsoever. But, you know, these guys are like, hey, it's the best thing ever right here with this year's lineup of first-party PlayStation titles. Sifu can be played on Xbox. So, okay, apparently, I didn't know that. So, apparently, this is just a time exclusive right now, which I don't care anyway. If it does come to Xbox, I'm still not playing it. Final Fantasy is awful. I think he's talking about referring to this, but this is not Final Fantasy. This is Valkyrie Elite Ecclesium. Stray can most likely be played on Xbox as well. Yeah, I would probably only play Stray if it's free. Like, if I'm getting this in the service, I probably wouldn't pay extra money to play Stray, to be honest. Another Uncharted and The Last of Us remaster. It's just crazy that people are bragging about this stuff. The remasters, the remakes, or whatever. GT7 is an embarrassment, and Horizon Forbidden West no better than Halo. Okay. Facts, and I just bought it 2 months ago, and I'm also playing the exclusives that came out 1 or 2 years ago. Okay. And there's people out there asking, what are you playing between now and November? I don't know. There's nothing. Like I said, the only game I'm interested in is God of Ragnarok. That's it. Xbox players are just in shambles right now. Oh boy, because this list is just clearly dominating over Xbox right now. Just truly dominating over Xbox right now with our remakes and a bunch of average games and games that are probably ridiculed if they were made from the other platform. But okay. Only dub here is Sifu, I'm afraid. I feel bad for the ninjas on Xbox. Game Pass can't save y'all forever. I mean, we did get a lot of amazing games in Game Pass over this past year, but okay. You know, they're real threatened by Game Pass. You know, this is talking about just PlayStation stuff, but you can't help but to mention Game Pass. You know, Game Pass lives in these guys' heads rent-free at this point. How many of these will be on PC? Yeah, that's true. A lot of these games are going to PC. And they're going to come to Xbox as well. A lot of these games too, but, well, a few of these games are, so. Okay, so this guy says real good. Okay. Can't eat no more. Please need time. Oh, man. Really, these guys are just, this is the most greatest year in gaming for PlayStation guys right here. This list right here. This is kind of comical. Like, I'm trying to stop myself from just laughing, busting out laughing, but this is kind of comical. Like, really? This guy says he needs a PS5 ASAP. Okay, so yeah, that's what we got right here. This list of Sony first-party exclusives that people are going crazy about, which is like, this is kind of whack. If this is like really what you're going you going crazy over is this list right here, and it's like, it's not that impressive, to be honest. It's like, my PS5 is still probably going to be used as a Blu-ray player until God of Ragnarok comes out. So I don't know. Maybe this is just a rant, and be just rambling on, but I'm just not seeing it. And it's like, and there's at least one other person in the comments like she was saying the same thing. They own multiple consoles as well, and they're like, hey, this list is not that great. So I'm just not seeing what people are just saying with this list is just so amazing. But this looks pretty mid to me. Besides God of Ragnarok and maybe Horizon Forbidden West, it's like when that's like $30, I'm just not seeing what is so amazing about the list, to be honest. So definitely want to see your thoughts down below. If you are feeling this list, if you're feeling this year for PS5 exclusives, let me know down below. If you think it's just a mid-year for PS5 exclusives, let me know down below. Or maybe you're just indifferent, let me know down below as well. But as always, thanks for watching. Leave a like the video, and peace.